on to all of my Libras out there. So a couple of announcements before we actually begin. I want to go ahead and say first and foremost that if this video resonated with you, okay, and you would like to get a personal reading from me, my website is most definitely up, Kareemspiritworks.wix.com. The link to that is in the description box below. I have a couple of things that I really want to say real quick. Also too, if you like to get some clothing, right, some merchandise clothing from me with the Kareemspiritworks logo or the Kareemspiritworks brand, the link to that. Actually, there's a merchandise store shelf that should be underneath these videos, right? Or underneath this video. So look through that, see what it is that you like. If you like anything, feel free to buy it. Would really appreciate it if you would. I told you that I was going to make t-shirts, and that's exactly what it is that I did, right? So I'm remaining consistent for y'all. Also, too, remember how it is that I told you that I was eventually going to go and become self-published? Well, that's actually true because now I'm completely self-published now. Effectively, what's happened is that my reinvention of the book or revision is actually up on Amazon. The link to that is in the description box below. And I actually added 6 pages in addition to what I originally had. And in that, at the last chapter, which is chapter 11, if I'm not mistaken, is actually talking about relationships in somewhat greater detail on how it is that you could be in a functional relationship and how you can basically get financially and socially successful. So if that's something that interests you, if this video as well as the channel is something that very much so catches your fancy, so to speak, then feel free to subscribe, watch the video. Also too, please leave a like and also leave a comment, right? I don't want people on this channel getting scared thinking, that I don't want to hear their feedback. I do. So the cards that I come up with for the Libras is the Knight of Pentacles, the Strength, the Emperor, the Seven of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Wands. You have the Seven of Wands, and last but not least, you have the Ace of Wands. So what I'm seeing here for the Libras, right? No major arcana that represents Libra. But you do have the exact opposite of Libra, which is Aries, represented by the Emperor, right? So what I'm seeing here for the Libras is the Knight of Pentacles, the Strength, and the Emperor are pretty much all about how you are experiencing this part of the month, okay? What you've got going on is very deep decisions that you need to make that are imminent about how you Libras are going to proceed and how you interact in relationships. I'm seeing how a lot of you Libras want a particular outcome. You want to be more successful. You want to get whatever it is that you want to get, whether it's friends with benefits, long-term relationships, monogamy, and you want that. And a lot of you Libras are willing to figure out, and you're starting to figure out how to go about getting it, right? The Seven of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles. The Seven of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles represents this being a situation for you where, although it has been somewhat of a difficult road or a difficult road for a lot of you Libras in the context of love, Libra is a zodiac sign that needs love, but sometimes the way that Libra goes and finds it is very dysfunctional because it's a very short-term kind of thing. And what the Libras should really be looking for, wink, wink, hint, hint, is long-term love. And learning how to be satisfied with that. Because satisfaction is a mental state, right? It's a state of being as opposed to what someone else can hand off to you. So why that's important is the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Pentacles is about your value system and kind of getting in touch with, okay, you want to be in relationships with all these people or in a relationship with someone in particular. No, no one in particular, but someone in general is what I mean, right? One individual. But the Seven of Swords here is you've met a lot of people who tend to be opportunistic. They come in, they look for a place to stay, they look for someone that's going to give them good roll around, you know what I mean, in the sheets, and they basically just take advantage of it. And the Ten of Pentacles is that you're looking for something more deep than that. Understandable. But the Queen of Pentacles and the Page of Swords for you Libras are about, but you have to pay it, the Queen of Pentacles is, you have to pay attention, okay, to how people, you have to pay attention to how people give, if people give at all, right? What are they giving, right? You have to get in touch with their intentions, figure it out, right? It's not enough for people to just give you halfway things that they've done halfway. They didn't actually put in any kind of real effort into it. And as a result of this, there you go, that lighting is better. And as a result of this, you just happen to be in a situation where you have to play like you're happy with anything that they give you due to the fact that if you don't want to start up a fight, then it's best to keep your mouth shut, right? You don't want to go through that, right? So you need to pay attention to the quality of the relationship and the quality of who you are and the quality of who they are. The Page of Swords represents also, too, you have to learn to create boundaries. See, the Page of Swords, especially in this deck, in particular, the Dragon deck, is about creating boundaries, a sacred ground, a space in between worlds where, or a space that transcends worlds where in your home, in your living space, in your living quarters, and more so particularly where you and the particular significant other is, regardless of whoever it may be, you are carving out a special place for yourself and this person. And that this is a special place where you and this person do not lie to one another. So you want that type of honesty also as well. Now the Queen of Wands represents, I'm not gonna lie, what's gonna happen here is you need to get out of your own way by allowing people to get a little bit too close to you too quickly, right? And they haven't really shown anything with time. See, and this is why Capricorn is such an important zodiac sign in that sense, because Capricorn represents time and how time plays a part in all or many things, right? So the Seven of Wands and the Ace of Wands represents this being a situation with that where the Seven and the Ace of Wands, right, are all about stop letting people take advantage of you. I know you want to reach out, help people, right? But you also have to understand that you have to be moved in order for you to really help the person. But the way that people are getting you, the way that a lot of the people who you've been in doofy relationships with, or dysfunctional relationships with, I should say, they didn't appreciate you, right? And they didn't have this level of understanding. So because of this, of course it was doomed to fail, unfortunately, because the only thing that can come from a person who is lost like that is lost behavior. Now, let's clarify the Ace of Wands. And see, to get further into this, when you have the Ace of Wands, especially in this deck, or just it in general, the problem with that is you keep bringing your own You keep reenacting self-sabotaging behaviors even when you are in a relationship with somebody. So you may have a lot of love when you're not in a relationship, but when you Libras get yourselves in a relationship, now you start disrespecting and denigrating and downright kind of lampooning or humiliating yourselves by allowing yourself to play the idiot no matter what this person says or does. So that unfortunately aligns you into a position where the way that people are interacting with you is, are you going to believe your eyes or me? And that's a very compromising position to be in, right? Fortunately, you'd have to believe your eyes. So let's clarify the Ace of Wands, as I said. You have the Three of Wands. I'm using the Game of Thrones Tarot. To clarify, you have the Six of Pentacles. And last but not least, you have the King of Wands. So why this is important even in the first place is because the Three of Wands is about how you need to set yourself accordingly, right? Stop hanging on to individuals that treat you with so much disrespect. Let go of that, okay? Also, too, learn how to be a person who understands what a red flag is and when it's time to bounce. So the Six of Pentacles and the King of Wands represents, the Six of Pentacles now is all of the, try investing less, meaning that invest in someone else. But the point that I'm trying to make here is invest and don't feel ashamed or hesitant to invest or to give to your potential long-term significant partners. While at the same time, pay attention to if they are throwing out any kind of red flags of their own, so you can decide for yourself if you're going to leave them, alone or if you're going to stay. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel. Peace. Appreciate you.